actress don't buy Prada. I think she's the one setting the pace. Maybe that's the reason why a lot of young women are angry. She bought the kind of car that men used to buy. So I think a lot of women are upset. She did not buy the normal Range Rover. She bought a masculine car. Good. And I'm sure that car is bulletproof. That car is bulletproof. For those of you that don't know, that car is bulletproof. So she bought this car, and definitely, when a woman buys something, there's always a rumor that it's a man that bought it for her. So I kept seeing on some blogs that, especially Gist Lover carried it, that there's one man, I don't even know the man, a man bought the car for her. You know, you used to see women jubilating, like when Gist Lover posted that a man bought the car for her, you used to see the way women were happy, as if they were just sitting down and waiting for a justification since the girl posted the car. You could see how bitter a lot of women are, like they are bitter. They are just waiting for you to just watch somebody's happiness, just look for a justification. Now it drives us to the point, a lot of women are saying, it's a married man that bought the car for her. And so fuck what? Yes. Whether it's a married man that bought the car for her or she bought the car herself, and so fuck what? And so what? And so what? You, Lori Buruku, are you not dating married man? I'm asking you. Are you not dating married man? Are you not dating a married man? Now, to the women, as I posted my opinion on the car matter, one useless woman, Amadi Mahando, came to write rubbish. Now, the point is, a lot of married women, I don't know whether as soon as they get married, they buy their senses. When they pay that bride price, so married women, they used to buy their brain with the bride price. That's the honest truth. Because sometimes you get to see the way most of these married women reason, and you're wondering, are these people sensible at all? Why do you always want to blame the young girls for the downfall of your marriage? Why? Why is it always the young girls you're blaming? Why can't you hold your husband responsible? It takes two to tango. It takes what? Two to tango. If there is any problem in your home, your husband is the person you should hold responsible. You don't have any business with the side chick or the young girl. You're making a fool of yourself. Your husband is the dog. It takes two. The guy did not force your husband. They agreed to do something. And many times it's your husbands that go chasing these girls. Why is it always the woman that has to take all the blame? Why do you women, why don't you like each other? You don't like each other's progress. It's just born out of hate. You don't want your fellow woman to progress. She forced your husband buy a car. Not your husband buy car give him. So if man buy car give, make her no collect. Apart from a man buying a car and giving to a woman, I don't care how Destiny bought that car. I'm not even a fan of Destiny. I'm not a fan. So I'm not here to support her. So I'm just talking based on general fees. Let me tell you something. However Destiny wants to buy that car, but trust me, that girl have earned it. This girl, it's not today Destiny started acting movie now. Let's give people accolade. Let's give people accolade. Like I said, I'm not even Destiny's fan, but this is a young girl who has put in work. I knew when Destiny started acting movie. I think what blew Destiny was the Emily. Do you know what they did with Emily? How far back then? People never ever compliment people's efforts. Do you know how long this girl has been acting? So if a man decides to buy her a car, she's worth it. She has put in work. Do you know how long you've been watching Destiny? None of you ever give accolades to the things that people do. Do you know how long this young girl has been entertaining you? Do you know what it is to be on set? You all need to sit down at the back of your phone and be running your dirty mouth. Do you know how long actresses spend on set? Do you know what these young girls go through on set? Just to entertain you. Many of you have never acted before. Sometimes they sleep on set day to day. And even if a man bought them a car, what is your business? You will go and walk. Maybe it's on your way, you are walking, a man too will see you and buy you a car. It's because you're not doing anything. A man can see you and buy you a car, yes, because he's trying to compliment your hard work. Some people, that's what I told you, when you are on a journey, men will bless you. So long as you are doing something, a man will see you and bless you. A married man will see you and bless you. Yes, they will bless you. Because you're on a journey, because you're an actress, because you've been acting movie. Do you know how long she probably would have been praying for her breakthrough? Olori Buruku, you want to sit down in the house and cross your leg and be analyzing who gave her money and who doesn't give her money. Why won't you analyze when you are jobless, when you don't have anything that you are doing? You, are you a virgin? All those small chewing gum boys you're sleeping with, how far? If you have the opportunity that most of these actresses have, you will do worse. All you hypocrites that are talking nonsense, if you have the opportunity that Destiny have, you will do worse. If you have the opportunity of all those people that you're condemning have, you will do worse. You won't even let us hear word on Instagram. Your problem is that you are frustrated because these things do not come to you. Allow people that it has come to enjoy it. Because when I see this enviness, I'm upset. Because all these girls that are shouting, just one small opportunity, they will crawl through their head. To the married women out there, please, I beg in the name of God, the young girls are not the problem. Your husband is the problem. A man bought a young girl car. You don't want to go and beat the young girl. Just like the useless one that went to go and pour makeup artist acid. Just because she heard that makeup artist had an affair with her boyfriend. He went to go and pour her acid. Like, I don't understand. So the problem is the man. Your man that promised not to cheat on you, that cheated on you, fight him. The man is the problem. It is not the girls. Because many times these girls are on their own. These men will go chasing them and prophesying love to them. Point of correction. If you're not married to a man, please don't disturb us. He is not your husband. The only time we can pity you and leave your man alone is when you are married. I don't encourage young girls to date married men. Yes, I don't encourage them to date married. But if you're dating a married man and he buy you a car, please collect. Collect. It's part of your pension allowance and your retirement benefits. Collect. So that's all I want to come and rant in this video. Married women, please leave these young girls alone. It is not their fault. If your husband decides to want to buy them a car, hold your husband. It's not the young girl. They just buy a car, she collects. I beg. When I leave these small girls alone, how else do they hustle? I beg. Leave them alone. Many times, these young girls are not the cause of your problem. The cause of your problem is in your marriage. I've said this in one of my videos before. A lot of... there I'm coming. A lot of married women are going through a lot in their marriage. Let me tell you the truth about the whole situation. Many times, the other woman is not your problem. You are only just looking for somebody to blame. So married women are so messed up inside that they are looking for another woman to just blame. That's the truth. That was why I said in one of my quotes, without side chick, a lot of marriages would have been long dead. That's the honest truth. Some men are still holding on to their wives because of side chicks, because there is somebody that is still even keeping them company. The moment side chicks can no longer keep your husband company, your husband will leave you. That's the truth, because the truth about it is that many times the problem is not it's not a person your husband is sleeping with, it's you as a person. That's why you're always angry. You're always angry because you always want to push the blame on the other woman. You are the problem. You've not looked inside to know what is wrong with your marriage. Many times your husband starts to cheat. There was a problem before the cheating. That's the honest truth. There was a problem in that marriage before your husband stepped out to go and cheat on you. But the moment he cheats on you, you now hold on to that cheating. You lie to yourself. But within you and I, you know that that marriage was not even working before your husband went to cheat. But some of you say, no, it's his man that started cheating. It's a lie. It's a big lie. Something has been going on in the marriage, then your husband decided to cheat. Maybe he has tried and it's not working. I don't know if you understand me. Stop lying to yourself, you these married women. The moment you are married, you don't want us to hear word. You start to make it look as if you are the first married woman in this life. No, that's not how it's done. You're not the first person to be married. After all this, your fight and all this battle, you cannot even tie a man to you. If your husband says he does not want to marry you again, you will not beat him. But you will rant and scream down Instagram. It is not your property. You know, there's something most of you need to understand about marriage. In as much as it's going to come out very bitter and annoying, you don't own a man, you don't own a woman. This is the crazy misconception a lot of people have. A lot of people want to get married because they want to claim ownership of a human being. You don't own anybody. The only thing that makes you own somebody is agreement. It simply means that I have to accept before you can claim ownership of me. The moment I don't accept anymore, marriage has scattered. That's why they say marriage is two coming together in agreement. The problem is that you marry a husband and you want to own him like a property. You marry a wife, you want to own her like a property. They are not your properties. They have freedom of movement, they have freedom of speech. When somebody marries you, the only thing they made you is a bloody promise. They can break it. Yes. People always forget something. You guys, the only thing the man promised you, he made you a bloody promise. It was a promise that he made you. Maybe I will not cheat on you for life. Promise can be broken. The woman made you a bloody promise. So why do you want to kill somebody because of ordinary promise? He can promise you something today and tomorrow he say he doesn't want to promise you again. Why are you taking this marriage thing so personal? As if your life is tied to someone, as if you own a human being. Are you God? Like I used to say, even God in heaven does not claim ownership the way people claim ownership of a full human being. Even God that created us, God that gave us life, God that gave us everything, has never even claimed the kind of ownership all these young boys and young girls and men are claiming a fellow human being. Yes, He created you, gave you freedom, and gave you a 10 commandment to guide you. God does not own us the way human beings want to own us. That's the honest truth. In as much as He has the power, if we want to go scriptural, God have the ability of controlling us. God gave us a 10 commandment and He said, don't lie, don't steal, don't do this one, don't do that one. Do you know that if God put a penalty to those commandments, we will never lie? If God say every time you lie, you will die, you will not lie. Every time you sleep with a man that is not your husband, you will die instantly. You will not sleep with a man, you will be virgin till you're married. You don't know? But God did not even put a penalty to those things He asked us not to do. We will still commit all these sins, fornicate, lie, thief, do bad things. God will still forgive us. Who is human being? Who is a human being? God is God that created you, that gave you life to breathe. Cannot, is that be a fellow human being that wants to come and control you? Are you mad? Unfortunately, most of you don't want to accept the true realities of life. And that's the reason why you keep hurting yourself, you keep getting yourself into trouble. You cannot own a human being. A human being is not an object. A human being has the freedom to breathe, to move, to talk, to do what they want to do. The only time you can stay with somebody is that the person says, I want to stay with you, which is what's called agreement. Even the marriage simply means somebody accepted to marry you. And that's why after all your preparation in marriage, the day you want to wed your wife, they will still ask your wife, do you agree to marry this person? Most of you don't always understand how that question used to come in a marriage. The fact that you've been going through marital school, you've invited everybody, and on that day of the marriage, they'll still ask you a question again. Will you take this person as your lawful husband? You don't understand the meaning of that vow. They want to be sure that nobody is forcing you, that you have agreed to stay with this person. If it was not agreement, your pastor will not ask you. Even when you want to go and marry your wife traditionally, they will still ask the woman to go and bring her husband. They will give her wine to go and search for her husband, just to be sure that nobody is forcing you. You agreed to marry this man. If the agreement was not the major thing that tied two people, they will not be asking, they will not be doing all those drama now. They will just tell you to go and marry your husband. Why do you think they always make sure, even on your wedding day, they always do that so that you're going to have witness? In future, you will not come and say they forced you. So you cannot own a human being. They just have to agree to be with you. It is the agreements that make you them your husband, make them your wife, or make them your girlfriend. The moment they don't want to agree, leave them alone. It's not by force. All these desperate married women, all of you are desperate. You know the anointing about most of these married women? Do you know what gets me upset? Come, let me drink tea. Do you know what gets me upset about most of these married women? What gets me upset about most of these married women is that they are fighting for these men. Yes, these men don't make them happy. I'm a relationship therapist and I see these people every day. These men, these girls are fighting for, these women are fighting for, these men don't make them happy. Most of them are fighting for husbands that don't talk to them. Most of them are fighting for husbands that don't give them money. Most of them are fighting for husbands that have not had sex with them for a long while. That's why I told you that most of these times a married woman is fighting a side chick. It is not the side chick. There have been a problem in the marriage, but a married woman is always looking for somebody to blame for the failure of her marriage. They're always looking for somebody to say, is this one that made the marriage not to work? That's the honest truth. That's the truth. Many of them are the cause of the failure of their marriage. It's not the side chick. It is not the sex the girl is giving to your husband that is making your husband. It's a lie. It's you. If you want to check the real situations of so many problems in the home, it's the wife or the husband. Two of them. It has nothing to do with side chick. Side chick is just fucking and collecting money. Side chick doesn't have so much role to play in your downfall of your marriage. It's except probably she has eaten deep. Well, I've told you this on a video before. When a side chick comes into your husband's life, they come for sex and for money. Many side chick do not come into a married man's life to date the man. It's a lie. Every side chick that comes to sleep with your husband came to collect money. Because you understand that the married man is just looking for where to throw around extra cash, looking for who to just catch fun with. So a lot of side chick go there to catch fun. It is at the long run, when your marriage becomes more damaged, your husband begins to find friendship in that side chick. Your husband begins to spend more time with that side chick. But look at where the situation is coming from. It is not the side chick. It is because your marriage is damaged. There was already a problem in the marriage, so your husband is just using that side chick to make himself feel good. And a lot of men are still with you because those side chicks still keep them going. Without side chicks, some of your husbands would have left you. That's the truth. You know now. You know that. You know. The side chicks are still the one that are still sleeping with your husband and is making him come home and sleep beside you. The side chick are still the ones making some men feel safe, feel normal. Some men are going mad in their marriages. It's side chick that is helping them. That's the honest truth. It's side chick that distract a lot of men from even wanting to divorce their wife. Side chick is more like the plan B for a man. So long as there's a side chick, they can always manage their marriages. That's the truth. It's bitter, but it's the truth. I don't know if you're understanding my point. So you need to be able to have this. Stop deceiving yourself as a married woman. You married woman, you polite to yourself so much that like the lies are just too much. So the earlier you start to tell yourself the truth, I don't even expect married women to like me, because married women like to lie to themselves. I don't like to lie. Let's find the real roots of this problem. The real root of this problem is not this poor side chick that they are buying car for. Whether they buy car, if I see any married man that will buy car for me, I'll collect it. Please, married men that are available, that are sharing cars, please, I'm available. Please, the next car I want to buy is G-Wagon, G-Guard, please. G-Wagon, please, black G-Wagon, please, I beg in the name of God. If you want to bless me with it, please, I will humbly, in fact, I will even give you credit if I post the car. I will not even say I'm the one that bought it. I will say my married man friend bought it for me. You know me, I'm shameless. So if there's any married man on this library that want to help my life and buy me G-Wagon, if you can afford Brabus, I don't mind. But it's G-Guard I want, black. This charcoal black, 2019 model or 2020 model, sir. God will bless you, sir. God will bless you. So me, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to collect gifts for married man. I will give you credits. I will give you credits. In fact, I will give you credit. In fact, I will pray for you. Your son, I will put you in prayer. Thank you, sir. For those are the married man that are on this video that want to help my life, please. So those of you that want sky, better demand. You never know which married man want to help your life. Thank you, sir. God bless you. As you gather the money to buy me the G-Guard. Oh, let me drink tea.